Every month, the Digital Ramble will receive a regular source of income from supporters who've pledged through Patreon. For as little as $1 a month, having your ongoing support means we spend less time thinking about business and more time creating quality content for you.
Customized, based in Norfolk, England, are proud sponsors of the Digital Ramble. Check out our all setup services. It's smart home installation with ease. Customize.uk.com.
Also supporting the Digital Ramble is Digital Delight, making holiday tech shopping easy. Take a look at their website at digitaldelight.com/shop, where they are featuring 6 must-haves to turn your basic home into a smart home. Happy New Year. We are 14 days into 2019, and it has been an absolutely amazing year so far. Thank you for joining us today on the Digital Ramble with myself, JJ Cannon. My good buddy, my co-host, Mr. Live Install, Kris Gamble, is out today with his family. He and his beautiful wife, Anna, welcomed Rose Gamble into the world last week, and Gamble was not able to join us this week, but congratulations, my friends. Kris should be back with us next week. I'm super excited about that. What are we talking about today? CES is the world's gathering place for all those who thrive on the business of consumer technologies. It has served as the proving ground for innovators and breakthrough technologies for 50 years. The global stage where next-generation innovations are introduced to the marketplace happens at CES every year in January. So, for those that are new viewers and listeners, I'm JJ Cannon, 20-year husband and father of 2 beautiful children. I am CEO of Digital Delight. We are a smart home design and installation firm here in the Houston area. I also host another show called The Why Experience with JJ Cannon. And that's enough about me. Let's get into today's show. Mike, thank you very much. So, for those that are new to the show, I also want to invite you to like and share and subscribe if you enjoy what you're hearing. So CES, last week, the Consumer Electronics Show was held in Vegas. It was a big week for technology. Over 128,000 people attended this week's conference to experience the wonders of technology. That's a lot of people. 4,400 companies exhibited this year's show, and anywhere from like helicopters to yachts to drones to TVs to sensors were featured, and I am leaving out a slew of different manufacturers that were showing their wares at CES this year. And then there was over 1,000 speakers that were discussing the exciting future of technology. Now, one of the biggest showstoppers was LG. LG rolled out this no pun intended, but LG rolled out this new OLED rollable display, and it was a huge draw. Now, this display, and you can see it on the screen there right now, it fits inside this little box, and it unrolls. It takes about 10 seconds for it to fully deploy. It's a 4K display, ultra thin. It has a sound bar that gives you incredibly enhanced audio, all built into this small little box, and it runs only about $8,000. I think there's going to be quite a bit of takers because of its form factor and simplicity and its what is the word I always use, minimalistic size. I think that's going to be a good solution for a lot of our clients, especially those in high rises that really don't have walls to hang displays and just want it at the foot of their bed. You know, Google Assistant continues to climb as being the top voice assistant for your home. Madam A gave a good swing. I mean, they were first out of the box, but Google Assistant is really coming on strong this year. and showing that they are going to start taking the lead in 2019 and 2020. And so I'm excited to see what else Google has to offer with its voice recognition as well as its interconnectivity with smart devices. You know, another big showstopper was Samsung's The Wall. Now, The Wall is, my understanding is that you can build the wall to whatever size you would like it to be. It's 8K resolution. It's lifelike in every sense of the word. It absolutely, you know, for gaming, it's absolutely incredible. Refresh ratios are and color contrast are crucial for gaming, as well as watching just your regular television. But look at that picture there. Isn't that incredible? It looks life-size. All right, thank you there, Mike. Apple also has some shocking news this week. Apple shocked us, stating that they were going to start collaborating with a couple of different manufacturers. One of the biggest manufacturers that you see that collaboration or heard their collaboration come out about is with Samsung, where Samsung is now going to have the capability of collaborating with iTunes and AirPlay 2 and even integrating with their HomeKit. If you've experienced the HomeKit interface, it's with Siri, and like your lighting control and your climate control and your door locks and just searching for general information, now you're going to be able to integrate that with a couple of new manufacturers. And I know Samsung is one of them. Excited to hear what other manufacturers that Apple is partnering up with. You know, one of the biggest things that we were excited to hear about out of CES was 5G. And really, there was a lack of 5G products at the show, as well as discussion of it. And so I really think 5G, because of infrastructure, because of build out, because of planning, as well as the cost of infrastructure, might be pushing 5G back to 2020, but that's only a year and a half out, and I'm sure 5G will have a big, strong showing in 2020, no doubt. You know, there's this new doorbell that's on the market, and I'm not sure if I'm saying the name correctly, but it's definitely going to be a competitor. It's called the Netatmo, and it's a doorbell that will integrate with HomeKit. I do not think that there is a monthly fee associated with this product. It's nice and sleek. It has a very contemporary build. It has all of the other smart features that you get with your traditional doorbell interfaces. High resolution, 1080 picture quality, two-way communication for doorbell, whether you're at the house or you're away. I think that this is going to be a great competitor in 2019 to the other brands that are on the market now. So keep an eye out for the Netatmo doorbell. And all these products that I'm talking about and that you're seeing pop up on your screen here, I'm going to add these links down into the description. And if you see something exciting that you'd like for us to expand upon, and I'm sure we're going to be talking a lot more about the LG rollable screens and the Google Assist and the Samsung walls. But if there's anything else that you'd like for us to discuss or expand upon, please drop a comment down below. We'd love to hear from you, as well as expand upon anything that you might have an interest in. I'd also like to make you aware that you can find the Digital Ramble not only here on Facebook, but we're very active on Instagram, and we're trying to get our YouTube channel up and running with a lot more view count. So we're pushing content out there as well. We're also on 11 different podcast channels as well. iTunes, Anchor, Spotify are three of our main ones that you can find us on. I don't know if anybody's seen this or thought that they would need it, but there's a foldable phone that's coming to market. And actually, it's already on market. It's called the Royale Flex Pi. And it's exactly that. It is a foldable phone. And it's, I guess, about the size of an iPad mini. It has a 7.8-inch OLED display. You know, it kind of looks bulky. And it sort of fits in your pocket, but it's a great demonstration of what is going to be possible in the near future. I remember I was, I guess, in third grade, and a friend of mine in the third grade, Bradley Motaw, brought a science project to school that talked about foldable displays and how displays were going to be as thin as paper, and one day you'd be able to fold your TV and put it in your pocket. And that just blew my mind that his father was working with cool technology like that, but I never thought it would be possible because I was looking at a tube TV back in third grade, and how could it possibly get flat? But Brad was correct, and it looks like foldable displays are well on their way to becoming popular. This particular display is available for purchase, and I've heard that its price is ranging about $1,300. I'm sure I'll have one here in the near future as well. So as soon as I get one, guess what? I'll be bringing it on the show. One other thing that Kris had dropped in our WhatsApp group is the Philips Hue. Philips Hue, they have all kinds of cool lighting products on the market, and they have come out with this new sensor that, and I'm reading the notes, I was thinking it was a different sensor, and I'm going to have to do a little bit more digging into it, but it looks like Philips Hue has launched a sleep sensor to stop you from snoring. Mike, what do you think about that? You think that's something that we could use? I don't know. He's snoring. Drop the cold water on him. that would stop me. That's not the kind of sensor I was thinking about. I know that Philips Hue also, and I'm going to look into that one, but I know that Philips Hue launched a new sensor that allows you to connect a variety of different lights throughout your home on a particular motion. You can set it up with sensors, and it is an outdoor sensor or an indoor sensor. So if you have lights, and I think they also released a huge outdoor lighting solution package for sconces and under the eave and landscape lighting, and now you can also tie them all together with a new sensor. Philips Hue is huge in the UK. It's a pretty good showstopper here in the States as well, and always excited to see what Philips Hue is coming out with. All right, guys. Well, I hope that some of this information that I brought to you was influential or impactful, or get you excited about 2019 and what to expect in the coming year and our coming future. I also want to encourage you again to like, share, and subscribe. Check the links down below. If you'd like to support the show, we have a Patreon page that you can donate a monthly tidbit to us that helps us keep this show going. Also visit us on our YouTube page, our Instagram, and also you can find us on our podcast channels. Y'all have a great day and a wonderful week, and next week I will be joined with Kris Gamble, hopefully, and he can share with us about baby Rose and the joy that she's bringing to their life, and also how is he going to implement technology in taking care of her and watching after her. Y'all take care. Have a great day. I'm JJ Cannon. See y'all next week. Every month, the Digital Ramble will receive a regular source of income from supporters who've pledged through Patreon. For as little as $1 a month, having your ongoing support means we spend less time thinking about business and more time creating quality content for you.
Customized, based in Norfolk, England, are proud sponsors of the Digital Ramble. Check out our all set up services. It's smart home installation with ease. Customize.uk.com.
Also supporting the Digital Ramble is Digital Delight, making holiday tech shopping easy. Take a look at their website at digitaldelight.com/shop, where they are featuring 6 must-haves to turn your basic home into a smart home.